You know, I was reading my Bible this morning. Yes, I'm that religious. And I came across something in Mark chapter 10, verse 8. You know, where it talks about marriage and how come, the two shall become one. They're no longer two people, they're one. I was wondering, does it apply to bank accounts? Whoever wrote the Bible, I'm sure, doesn't have a bank account. Today, we have a conversation about whether partners should have a joint bank account. Do you have one with your partner? How's it going? I'm sure by the end of this program, you'd find out whether it's a good idea or it's not. And of course, when the men meet, we have our drinks ready and we have our mouths to talk. Tonight, I have two of Ghana's finest showbiz people. Starting off with a fine broadcaster. He's been at it for God knows how many years. And he's the host of Kokroko on Peace FM. Kwami, Sefa, Kayi. That's your man himself. Now,
you sound like I'm standing on some big stage and you're introing me and all the lights are going and all the girls are screaming and
okay, so the ladies who were screaming, stop screaming.
Scream.
No.
Do you read the Bible?
You, man.
You read the Bible?
Why? I don't look like somebody who reads the Bible.
Okay, then it's great to have me here.
Good to have you. Good
to have me.
Now,
yes,
let me introduce my other brother, man. He is one fine musician. I mean, when I mention his name, all comes to mind is his acrobatic moves.
Charlie, stop.
Stop, say.
That was when he was slim.
When he was. So I'm wondering, is he able to do that now?
No, it's in the blood.
So, it's in the blood. Okay, well. Vice Sekufo is the president of Musica. Obour,
bro.
Cheers.
Let me do the coke.
Oh, now coke, say.
Sorry, let me do the.
Because mine is empty, you shook my hand.
Of course. You've decided to empty your
There's
glass.
discrimination at this table already.
That's not my fault.
But I'm a good man.
You decided to empty yours.
Oh, but I'm a good man. At least for now.
Good man. Okay, so I was wondering, Kwami, is it really a good idea? I mean, a lot of these women would jump at it. Oh, let's have a joint bank account.
You want my opinion?
I want what you are practicing.
No, and still no.
Hey, voila.
No, seriously.
Like serious?
Oh yeah. It's a no for me.
Really?
Your money is yours. My money is ours.
Charlie.
Ours, fine.
Charlie.
No, seriously, I may sound old-fashioned. I may sound very not in tune with what's happening. But I've been brought up to believe that when you go and marry somebody's daughter, you should look after her. It depends on your financial circumstances. It depends on how things are running for you. Now, I'm not too sure that I can run a joint account with my wife. Luckily, I have a woman who understands some of my little hang-ups and my little, idiosyncrasies, if you like. We can't have a joint account. It's no.
No, you're talking about the little idiosyncrasies.
I'll leave the bank account for the discussion now. The rest I'll tell you when the cameras are not rolling.
No, but why is it so difficult? I mean, you said
no. It is not difficult for me.
You said you have to look after the woman.
You see, it's not difficult. It's a no.
It's a no.
That's it. It's not difficult. I will not even contemplate it. I don't want it. Spend your money, we'll spend mine.
The way Obour is looking at it, I'm sure he doesn't understand why you're saying that. Or you're also going to say no?
No, I have quite a different opinion, but it's great to hear Kwame's thought. I mean, I think that's another style that I've not thought about, because actually that is what happens in practice.
Yeah.
I mean, so yes,
your money is yours, my money is ours.
Yeah, because that's what actually happens. Because I have a joint account with my partner, and actually, what happens to that joint account is something that. I mean, yeah, I'll share.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, so when my wife now, who was my girlfriend then, we had the, as part of, I mean, intimacy and stuff like that, and being together, we decided to open a joint account.
Okay.
Even whilst we were dating.
Who was earning more?
At that time, I was earning more.
Okay, I'll leave it there. Continue.
At that time, and then of course, it's a joint account that we both put monies in. Since we opened the account, I think my wife just made the initial deposit that we jointly put it together, and that was it. I mean, that was it. That was it.
So okay, I think that's why he's
I used to do it every month. Every month I try my best to put something in the account, and then I never really touched the account till we got married and all. And then there was one time that I needed money that bad, so. And it was one of these impromptu stuff that you have to spend money on, And so I approached her, and I said I needed to withdraw some money from our joint account, and she was forward. And I tried trying to make her see how important what I wanted.
She put the initial deposit.
That was all.
And then you were servicing the account.
Thank you.
Now she's asking you for what reason?
Explanation. So now I explained it, and she went like, but this account there is for our kids. So this particular. I said, this thing is urgent.
All the banks open kiddie accounts today.
I said, this thing.
No.
Even savings and loans, they open kiddie account.
It took.
So if you want kiddie account,
No.
It took me like 2 days to actually like convince her for us to withdraw. I think about 30% of how much the money we had.
That's a lot of money,
And
no wonder she wasn't willing.
And I just made my mind up that, this account you are finished.
I mean,
so in different circumstances, you can have a joint account. For example, you're saving up money to build a house or to buy a house. I can excuse that, even though I still will not to do it. You're saving up money to buy a car, to pay a certain bill, both of you. I can excuse it, even still I will not agree. Now, the reason why I asked him who was earning or who earns more, most of the time, most men earn more than their partners. Some of the time, women earn more than their men. As long as there's money, there'll be problems. For example, if I was putting in, say, 1,000 cedis a month, and my wife was putting in 500 cedis a month, or reverse, my wife was putting in 1,000 cedis a month, and I was putting 500 cedis a month. Whichever way. Now, let's start drawing. My wife wants to buy X. As I mentioned, in case you want to save up that money for a particular purpose, it's a different ball game. But if it's an account that you're running or keeping that, for a rainy day, and she comes up one day and says she needs X for Y. Now, being a joint signatory, I'm about, and I say, this is really trivia. She vest be that too.
No, but what was she?
She's human. Please, let's stop pretending. We're all human. You wait. She vest be that too. Okay. So you didn't give her that chance. Fast forward. Your mother needs money. You are in that period where you have nothing. Your sister needs money to do a quick turnaround. You are in that period where on your own you don't have money. Now you need to fall on this one. Will you go back to wife?
Why not? I mean,
when you go, she'll be like, as for me, I won't say anything. But if you think that you want to take our money and give to your sister, it's up to you.
Isn't it about compromise? I mean, if you have an understanding wife, you started by saying,
I have a fantastic wife.
When it comes to money,
I have an understanding wife, but it is up to a certain level that you will push a woman or a man.
It's not about push. If you have a joint account, you guys understand that. Look, we have a purpose for this account.
You see, now you're coming to my point.
When
the purpose is we're stocking up or saving up to buy this or to do that. Then that one, there's no issue of going into the account to take any money
There's
out.
unforeseen
emergencies.
Miscellaneous.
I've told you. You want to marry a woman, you want to keep her home. If you can afford it,
I was
Do it.
I was speaking to a friend
joint account.
who says women
Me call you them go 1,000. Yeah, this I'm saying why you now go 1,000 come on. Anyway, you're talking about your friend.
What joint accounts have made people do? I have a friend of mine who almost became a criminal because of a joint account.
Little lies.
No, because the guy had to learn how to sign the wife's signature.
Are you right?
Yeah, because the lady would not budge. I mean, no matter how much. So one day I asked him. He said, "Come now, me the mess on you know, and yet oh no now the you know, and just imagine if he does that and then confess and it could create so many. So yes, I think we need to approach it a bit more.
For me, if it's for a certain purpose, as I said, a purpose, we're buying a house, we're building a house, we're paying for our kids' school fees, we're funding a health need. There's something we're doing. So for the next 2 years or 3 years,
we save.
Can we save towards this together? Okay, every month I will chip in X, you will chip in Y. We will reach our target. Master, when you reach your target, close the account. Do what you set out to do with the money and move on. I don't believe in it. I don't know what to make me believe in it. I think in every home, in every marriage, in every relationship, it has its problems already. Why do I want to compound the problems of that relationship with a joint account?
That a friend of mine said, this is debatable though, but women are more financially disciplined than
Very
men.
true.
Oh, but that's true.
That's
For me, it's not debatable.
So, okay, good. So,
but it depends
if
on the
that's
kind of
case,
woman.
Let's say on the average. I mean, the average woman.
On the
is
average,
more
I think women
financially
are more
responsible.
sensible with money than men.
So if you have a woman who is sensible with money, I mean, isn't it just right for you to say, look, woman,
Kwami,
let's have a joint account so that you monitor the flow of money? Isn't it right?
if she has any skills in money monitoring, she should monitor her own money.
So you'd rather be indisciplined with your own money? I mean, come to think about it, they're going to help you know how much you spend and stuff like that.
I make my money, let me make my mistakes. You are the woman in my life. On the day that is a really rainy day for me, I'll come to you and say, honey, you know the deal, just me small. You can take a loan from your wife or from your girlfriend, but pay back. Because if you don't, you break trust. And you see, when they say money is the root of evil, people don't believe it. But money can make your relationship go like that, and it can bring it down like that. It's tricky. If you have a woman who's very good with money, and I think most women are very good with money. Well, most of us men, you know, poisonous substances like this we'll have to buy and throw down our throats. Not to mention what we cannot say publicly. That's the other things we use our money for.
I'm wondering what that is.
Oh well, the funeral cloth you buy is not always for your mother or your sister. Let's be sincere.
No, that's true.
We are men. All of us are big hypocrites and liars. So I don't want to be caught lying. So we won't have a joint account.
But I'm surprised you are saying for all of us.
Oh,
Why don't you say for yourself?
you see,
Or what does I agree with?
why are we pretending as if
We.
we're
You keep saying we.
three of us seated here are grown men over age 18.
Uh-huh.
None of us are virgin as far as I can remember. I have 5 children.
Well,
I have two.
Well, he doesn't have any yet, but he's not a virgin. So his case is worse. At least you and I.
let's change the topic. Let's change the topic.
Socially, religiously, we're not bad.
We are up there.
We're up there.
We are married.
Let's change the
And now
topic.
he's asking us about joint accounts. And then he's telling us that we dare not think that it is wrong. Okay?
May try.
No, but this is not to say that women are evil. This is not to say that women. I think that women are better at money and managing money than men are.
Much more.
We're a bit frivolous with our spending.
True.
Women are generally very careful, very, they're on the ground when it comes to money, except for those who want to milk you. But for most of us men, our heads are still in the clouds. But I still will not have a joint account.